guys, this is Jordan Smith from Rapidotrains Inc. Once again back with an N-scale unboxing video. Now I've already got these engines unboxed, but as you can see, we've got several different versions of our -840cm Draper taper locomotives here. We've done both the correct BC rail and the correct CN versions of these models, something that we actually didn't do entirely on our HO budget-minded version a few years ago. And also on the end, this was actually a conditional release that almost didn't get made, but the orders got kind of propped up towards the end there. This is the Quebec North Shore and Labrador unit, which uses unique detailing. The CN-840Ms were first introduced in 1990 with an order for 30, numbered in the 2400 to 2429 series. These were classed EF640A. The second batch of 25 were delivered in 1992, classified EF640B, and these came in the then new North American paint scheme. BC Rail received 22 of these in 1990, followed by 4 more in 1993. All of these units were transferred to CN with the de facto purchase of the BCR in 2004 by CN. The final units were for Quebec North Shore and Labrador, which acquired 3 in 1994. Throughout their service lives, the C40-8Ms in both BC Rail and CN paint have been seen across the CN system in both the United States and Canada. Okay, so starting off with the CN as delivered -8, let's look at the details. Starting from the front, we've got the CN snowplow. We've got separately applied MU hoses. On the anti-climber, we've got the CN style ditch lights, headlight on the nose, separately applied metal grab irons all around, and railings for the cab. Just by the cab here, we've got the wind screens, which is a separately applied metal part. On the roof, we've got the K3L horn. We've got the separate exhaust stack. We've got all the radiator detail there. At the rear end of the unit again, we've got full metal grab irons. We've got the replacement knuckles, which were stowed at the end of the pilot in case they needed one, and the CN single rear headlight. When we look at the BC Rail units in a moment, we'll see the differences there. They had a different headlight on the rear end. We flip the engine over. We've got the DeFasco trucks. These were used from traded-in MLW Big Alcos. Got the angled fuel tank, air tanks. We've got the air dryer detail, which was a part we didn't actually include on our HO model a few years ago. And another CN distinctive feature, we've got these equipment boxes right behind the cab on both sides. As you'll see in a moment, that's a feature that the BC Rail units do not have. In front of me here, we've got the red, white, and blue BC Rail unit. BC Rail was unique in that they used both rock lights and ditch lights in addition to the nose-mounted headlight, and these all work on our model. At the back, you see all the same kind of similar details as CN, but the big difference is we've got the dual rear headlight, which was a BC Rail feature. And also, as we mentioned before, we don't have the big equipment boxes in the tapered cutouts behind the cab. This also gives you a pretty good look at the underbody detail. We've got all of the conduit, the electrical lines. You've got, again, the air tanks and the air dryer right there. If we look really closely at the CN repainted BCOL unit, you've got that cab-mounted bell and the K5L horn. Very nice. Finally, we've got the last version of the C40-8M. This is the Quebec North Shore and Labrador units. These were actually unique. They use kind of a hybrid of the BC design details and the CN units. So we've got the CN style ditch lights. We don't have the rock lights like BC Rail, but they were built kind of like the BC units without the big equipment boxes and also with the dual rear headlights. One other thing I almost forgot. All of our -8s come with the sunshades to go above the cab. So these are a separately applied part, but every engine has them in the poly bag. Okay, so here we've got sound-equipped -8s on our little module here. So let's fire it up with function 8. Got that beautiful GE 16-cylinder FDL engine. We've got our beautiful horn recording. This is very nice. We've got bell. And you can hear that that air actuator in the background there. Okay, so we've also got the Doppler sequence. And of course, that's a feature we include on all of our HO and N scale models where appropriate. And of course, you've got the brake squeal when you come to a stop. Okay, so let's look at the lighting functions on the BC Rail unit. First, we've got the headlight. We've got the anti-climber mounted ditch lights in the stocks there. And of course, the BC Rail feature, we've got the rock lights mounted to the pilot. On the CN units, we just have the headlight and the anti-climber mounted ditch lights. The rock lights were only mounted on the BC units. But of course, once CN bought BC Rail, many of these units were repainted into the CN website logo scheme. So there you have it. That is a quick look at our N-scale C40-8Ms. So if you haven't put in your order, you can still do so. We have limited inventory available. So go and visit us at rapidotrains.com or see your local hobby shop. And don't miss them because they won't last long. So thanks for joining me and have a good one.
Oh, look at this! The Draper tapers are here. Well, these must be the samples. We haven't received the load yet, but I hope they're going to be ordered because I don't want another NGMD1 situation. Jordan better not be accosting me in her park to help me sell these. Buy your Draper tapers! They're awesome!